The wing design.
Look at it, fantastic, weren't they?
I bet they used to think they really used to cut through the air back then too. This one brought to us full by Racecar Tyres and Accessories. Neville Rose, Racecar Tyres and Accessories, your American racer or McCreary dealer. You can find him at 27 McIntyre Way in Kenwick or phone him on 9459 3180. Big field of cars, 6 laps on the No Fear time clock as the General John Day moves the Cable Water Ski Park pace vehicle off the circuit. State champ is one to watch. This is the rumble of the super modified. Oh, somebody all over the show going into turn 1. He gathered it back up. Stagger wasn't a real big thing back then either. They ran pretty well even-sized tyres all round. Into turn number 3 and 4 they come.
19's in front.
You've got to watch where 69 is though. Out of turn number 4, the 41 car is our new race leader. That's Mark Shepherd. Have a listen to the rumble. Okay, back to the 19 second, the 55. So that would be back to Gary Walker, 19 being Kevin Taylor. And back there, the number 7 car of Willie Shaw. Next Carl, out of turn number 4. Back to the main straightaway. 4 laps remaining, 2 down, 4 to go for the super modifieds. I gotta love that 36 car. She's all over the show at the moment. Stephen Ford, but doing very well. The latest in computer lap scoring we have up here, it's the Langdon computer. So you run into turn number 3 and 4. Our leaders absolutely walking away with this. Mark Shepherd in the 41 I should say. Oh, they get a little bit average going into 3 and 4 here. Number 3 car also back in the field of Willie Shaw. Good sound, isn't it? 2.5 laps to go. Still our leader is car number 41, Mark Shepherd in second. It's the 55 of Gary Walker in third. Car number 3, William Shaw back to the 44, which we don't have a listing for. They go back into Foul House Corner. Somebody thinks we need that, I think.
We do.
Back to the main straightaway. Stagger was about, yeah, that's right, about 4 o'clock in the race meeting. 2 laps to go. Make that 1 and a bit now as your race leader comes back to the main straightaway. The super modifieds, they run a lot around at Narrogin and Esperance Way, a lot of the rural circuits. The Pennzoil back, number 41 car of Mark Shepherd continues to lead. There's only a lap left to go, 20.74, so they're sort of around sidecar and solo times just at the moment. Checkered flag is at the ready. The super modifieds brought to you by Racecar Tyres and Accessories. Your leader and your winner in car number 41, Mark Shepherd back in the second spot. The 55 car of Gary Walker in third. It's William Shaw. Back to the 44, Billy the Blacksmith of Bullamacaca. It's the 36 of Stephen Ford. Back to the 88 car of Larry Savory. Speaking of which, have you got those chances with you?
Yes.
Back to the 19 car of Kevin Taylor, the 7 of William Shaw. That rounds out the field. 6 laps down. 2 minutes 3.91. Last lap down on the No Fear time clock was a 20.32. The fast one was on lap number 2. 20.29, a stroll down memory lane. The super modifieds at Claremont Speedway, proudly sponsored by Quit. Those type of cars, Phil Mansfield readily identifies with them. They were racing when he was in his teens.
The super modified feature race. Green lights say go, and they're away and racing, and out off the front line we've got Trevor Bellwood, who goes into the race lead as they fly in towards Foul House Corner. Up there in third place is Brad Aberbatch, I think, Alabatch, as they shoot down the back straight towards turn number 3 on No Fear. And this is going to be our first time for the very last time. We've got 3 or 4 of them sliding sideways, still fairly slippery the track. They come around into the main straight, and when they have a restart, we will see that Larry Savoy, I think, will be somewhere up near the lead. But the track's still a little bit too wet for him at the moment. It will dial itself in as the night goes on. Don't worry about that.
Road in Bassendean. Phone them on 9379 9399. 9379 9399. And remember, if you need a trailer, you need a leader.
Righto, here we go. Super Modifieds, first event on the program for Transperth tonight, and all those that came by Transperth, hope you enjoyed your trip. Okay, they're away and racing, and out in front is Trevor Bellwood again. Brad Alabash moves into second place. Sideways there was Larry Savory, heading for tweens 1 and 2, but getting away Trevor Bellwood in the back straight past the quit sign. For the first time round, 8 laps the journey. Larry Savory is very quickly coming into second place, and Brad Alabash is still back there in third place as they come around No Fear. Around turn number 4 and into the main straight for the first time. Then we go back to 4th place. We have car number 44 not in the program. Stephen Ford goes on his outside, but it's at the moment Trevor Bellwood again around Fowler's Corner, the race leader. Excuse me, leading from Larry Savory. Got one of those caught in the throat momentarily. Brad Alabash, oh, Savory, he's all over the joint there, just about cutting off the oncoming traffic as he throws it sideways again, slipping and sliding, the track very wet. They can't see no tear-offs in these cars, so it's very difficult. You can see some of the guys wiping their visors, and it will slowly but surely dial itself in as they spray the crowd as well with the mud around here in front of me on turn number 4, but down the back straight towards turn 3 for No Fear. Still out in front, it's Trevor Bellwood. From Larry Savory, he's been all over the shop. He wants to get up towards the race lead. We've got a late charger coming through the field in car number 41, Mark Shepherd. He's followed then by car 44. Then we go back to car number 17, Brad Alabash, as they head towards turn number 1. On his outside is Stephen Ford. Then we go back further in the field to Gary Walker, but back to the race lead now. 5 to go here for No Fear. They come around turn number 4 and they're keeping the low line, just starting to dial the track in a little bit closer to the concrete curb which divides the grass from clay here at Claremont Speedway, and there's 2 of them coming together up the top. Mark Shepherd is making a big move. He's moving forward through the field, I think, but also at the moment holding him off is Trevor Bellwood as they head down the back straight towards turn number 3 now, and we've got a new race leader as they come side by side around turn number 4 and into the main straight now, and he takes over out in front to Shepherd. Second place still with Bellwood. Third place now with Savory. Then we go back to 44, yet to know who he is. Matt Alabash is in 17, followed by Stephen Ford. On his inside there is Kevin Mantash, I think it is, followed by Gary Walker. And our race leader now has got out to a fairly comfortable lead for No Fear with 3 laps at Claremont to go and into the main straight. As he goes past us, Mark Shepherd, our All-Tour Synchro Proto race headquarters. 44 is WA1, is it, the state champion? Thank you very much. It's Jay Savory, who's in the number 44 car. So he isn't quite leading at the moment. As we've said, the leader at the moment is Mark Shepherd in 41. Still holding on to second place, Trevor Bellwood down the back straight. Larry Savory still in third, working his way forward. I think is car number 44, the state champ, Jay Savory. With the white flag out means 1 lap to go around Claremont Speedway for the super modified feature race, first event on the program, and around Fowler's Corner for the last time for Mark Shepherd now. Past the quit sign in the back straight, he's the yellow car coming around turn 3 underneath the time clock, and he'll come around into the main straight as you see the cars here, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for our first winner tonight across the line. Mark Shepherd is first. Second place will go to the man coming across the line right now in 33, and that is driven by Trevor Bellwood, followed by Larry Savory. They were our first 3. I think followed by Jay Savory, not too far behind. The time for No Fear was 3:16.23. 3:16.23 for the 8-lap journey. The last lap was done in 23:63 seconds. And the fast lap was done, which is on lap number 6, in 23.21. The time for No Fear for the 8 laps again was... The time for the 8 laps again was 3:16.23.
Yes, Colin, we've just seen the super modified feature race, and of course last night we had Alf Barbagallo return down here to Claremont Speedway. Now Alf Barbagallo, Noel Bradford, Ray Geneve, Martin Lawton and a host of other competitors including Gary Ellerman used to drive these down here at Claremont Speedway going back many years ago, around 1965, 60, up to about 1973 when they moved over into bigger profile sort of cars. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what sprint cars were all about. They were called super modifieds before they switched over to sprint cars.
The Formula 5 is going around Drifter. So over to you again, son.
Thanks very much, Con. There's this event brought to you by Jack Gear here tonight. Good on you, Jack. Straight to heavy down here, Claremont as normal. Yep, Combine race wearing. Oh, they're fantastic. Yeah, well done. As they move in Foulhouse corner, flying Formula 500s for the first lap, and they bunch up out of turn number 2, down past Quit. And the little Formula 500s, these are motorcycle motors, and I can tell you what, they're very, very fast. There's one about to go sideways right in front of the pack. He brings it back under control. Yellow's made come on, but I tell you what, he's a very good boy. And that could be the number 91 Brad Warwick. That is why he puts pen to paper in a great way. The same as this guy out there in front, Brent Satori. Beautifully prepared race car tonight. The son of former West Australian champion Hombre Gary Satori. They bunch up again, and they'll have another shot down the back straight, down past Quit in the Coca-Cola Channel 7 corner out of turn number 4. And look at Satori. Oh yeah, he's gone away with the berries tonight. He's out there in front. He's lonely. Then we go back there in Griffiths in second place. And coming up as well out of there could be one of the Headington brothers. It could be David Headington, I think, up there in the third place. We'll try and check for sure. As they move out of turn number 4, look at Satori. Gone, no question about that. In third place, it is Jason Jones driving the Headington car tonight. As they go back in the Foulhouse corner, big charge of the Light Brigade coming up now, but look at Satori. He has gone out of turn number 4. Car prepared for racing by Newport in Highway Mufflers. Back out of turn number 4, down the main straight. Griffiths up there in the second place, but in third place coming through now, Brad Warwick in another beautifully prepared race car of car number 91. Then we go back to Jason Jones in car number 9 tonight, but Satori again comes out of 4. Down past Quick with 3 to go. Aaron Griffiths still up there in the second place. Then we go back to the 91, Brad Warwick, and here comes the car number 43. That is One Gimme. One Gimme moves up in the 4th place, right behind Jason Jones now. But, well, I just repeat myself with Satori. He's tremendous. Yellows, come on.
I have since a young age watched Speedway close for one reason or another. Parramatta Park, Sports Ground in Sydney, the Windsor, Westmead, and the Sydney Showgrounds, my home stamping ground in the 60s. But none saddens me more than the final night at Claremont. It will take years if ever to generate the atmosphere at another site.
Nearby, and as a kid we always used to come down here on Friday night, just love the sport, and to see the action here tonight is really fantastic.
Yeah. Premier, I spoke to one of your opposition in that, King Beasley, and he said there's one thing that Richard and I do have in common, and that's we both lived in Claremont for a lot of your lives growing up.
Well, that's right, but I'd have to say we didn't have a lot of support in making a decision where we're going to locate the new Speedway. There's been a lot of opposition, but we believe we've made the right decision, and Speedway will move to an international standard new home down at Kwinana. It's going to be the beginning of a new era.
Well, stay with us as I call this race, and stand back, Premier, because there'll spit flies everywhere as you sit in here, I can tell you that. Here we go, Chapman off the front line, Brown and Oakley also in there. Also Higgs a bit of a buffeting and shaking as they sort themselves out, and Brown and Chapman. The 2 leaders on points, we've got a few tumbling over. Red lights are on, let's have some music and make sure that they're A-OK. 43, Timmy Winters is in car 100. 216 Hancock. Number 8 is 181 Oakley. Number 10 is Phil Cross, 161. I don't think Crossy is out there. He had problems earlier. Oh, yes, he is. He's in about 5th, out of position 5 with Winters on his outside. So, the charge of the Light Brigade is going to be started all over again. The Formula 500 end of an era cup, and here they go towards turn number 1. Is it going to be clean this time? And Brown skips away to the lead. Chapman in 2nd place. Then we got Higgs up there in 3rd place. Winters over the outside. Crops goes forward into 4th. Bottrell in 5th. McDermott up into 5th place now on the inside, the Perth Glory colours. But we've got Brown in front of Chapman in 2nd place. And Chapman starts to throw out the challenge. He goes over the outside of the wheel. Chapman for Worldwide Machinery. Chapman and side by side with Brown. They fly into turn number 3 now. QBR. Brown consents he's on his outside. They are side by side here. Higgs is next. Then we go back to Crosby and Bradley. Back then the winners of China. But I've got 26 cars. Then driven tonight by Leroy McKay. Then he gets to 644 as we go back through the field. Headington's back in there also. On his inside is his brother David and Jeff Headington together. With Chapman taking over the race lead as they head towards turn Anderson and car number 90, followed by Richie, the orange car. Here out of turn number 4 for Allfield. Then we go back to the 43 car, driven by Wayne Kinney. He is followed by Leroy McKay. We're back to the race 3. We've got Cross Thomas again. He's separating high and wide on the track. The Chapman is going to skip away. Caution lights are going to come on. And Crofts will have to get his car off the racetrack, which has become stationary down between turns 1 and 2. So Phil Crofts not having a good night here at Claremont Speedway. 7 laps still to go. Headington, they've all come back for this one. Rolly Pierce is out there. Also John Anderson in 94. 36 is David Riley. Another one of the Headingtons, always well prepared. Jeff Headington. A little bit of a spin onto the grass out there at Claremont. Just livening the show up a bit, I think, Jeff. He's a little bit bored, just waiting for the restart down there at the back. Nah, he's going to go and park it on the grass. Chuck another little 360 over there in turn number 3. Okay, nose to tail restart. They start between the cone and the wall. And here they go, Brown and James. The couple of continues with 4 laps now. The cars of the Light Brigade down the back straight now towards turn number 3 now. And here we are, and into the main straight. Chapman skips away from Brown, from Hicks, from McDermott, then from Butler, from Anderson. He's shot right away as Brad Chapman. He's done this numerous times. 3 laps now, 2 to go for Chapman. Buttrell, there we go, sorry, Brown, followed by as they go down the back straight. Now Griffiths hard for the race leader in the main straight for all tools, Synchrone Proto. He goes past in Worldwide Machinery. Brad Chapman, ladies and gentlemen. He has won the championship with a victory in this race. Please put your hands together for him as he comes around turns number 3 and 4. Into the main straight, Brad Chapman the winner. He'll come down to the line and he wins the championship with that win. Second place across the line is Brown, McDermott, then Hicks, then Buttrell Anderson, followed by the 43 of Dimmick Gardner. Then we go back to Griffiths, followed by car number 26, McKay, Richards. Then we go back to 41 being driven by Rolly Pierce, then Johnny Anderson. And that is the way they finished for no fear the time. For the last 4 laps, the time was 1:05.91.
One of them being off David Rhodes, sitting at the back there in car number 32. We've got Brad Chapman. He'll go very close to an All Blossom medal this particular year. He's the fairest and best competitor for Claremont Speedway. Yep, I reckon you're right there, Carl, but I think Brad will go very close as well. Car number 94, John Anderson, the former national champion. Away we go now for Fury Formula 500. Into turn number 1 now as they bunch up on the raceway. They start to split the pack open. Have a look at them like flies at a barbecue. All over the place. Who's got the more team? Back in the 3 and 4 now. Out there in turn number 4. And it is young Satori. Brett Satori doing a great job. They bunch up again now. Aaron Griffiths in second place. Then we go back to car number 91, who's sitting up there in about 3rd place from here. As they move Brad Warwick in 3rd place. It is one driver has pulled out. That could be Phil Cross. Phil Cross high wide and not very handsome. Yellow lights may come on. Yes, they do. Yellow lights come on. Out of turn number 4, we've got Phil Cross. I think it is up there on the exit to the back straight. The Formula 500 this particular season. We're about to go racing again with the Witch's hat back out there. And away we go. Young Satori, the son of former WA Sprint Car champion Gary Satori. He leads them away. Look at that car just shoot away like a rocket horse. Young Aaron Griffiths in the 2nd place now as we got Rod Buttrell, car number 15 for Pensor, sitting up there in the 3rd place. Young Shane Anderson making a big run around the outside in the green car. Out of turn number 4, the 90 car. It's close to going on the main straight, very quick on the corners. Looks like it's got a fuel problem. Look at Shane Anderson go now as they move out of turn number 2. Down past Quid one more time. 3 laps of Claremont to go for Newport. In the heart of the north in Wanneroo. Young Satori, he is absolutely tearing up the Formula 500 field. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. He is absolutely on fire. Young Satori moves out of turn number 4. Car absolutely beautifully set up for Newport. Let's not worry about Satori now. Back in the pack, Aaron Griffiths, car 13, Rod Buttrell.
Then we've got Robbie Brown coming through. In car number 18, number 55, Marshall McDermott. In the colours of the Perth Glory. Back in there in the pack as well. And doing a great job, Brian Mullings in car 68. White flag is out. 1 to go of Claremont Speedway. And it's young Satori. Fantastic drive by Satori coming up. Out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. How about putting your hands together for Satori? Fantastic drive. Number 69 takes the win from car number 13, Aaron Griffiths in second place. Then we go back to right buckle, car 15. Car number 18, Robbie Brown. And that's the way they finished the Formula 500 heat number 1 tonight. Brought to you by Quint. A fantastic drive and a great win, the car number 69, which is Brett Satori. He makes his way across the start-finish line for Newport in the heart of the north in Wanneroo. One of tonight's sponsors, but this particular heat brought to you by Quint. 129.92 for the last 5 laps. Last lap time 16:12. Fast lap time on lap number 7.